The Leper Guide, how to play the Leper. All builds for all subclasses for the Leper in the game. Let's not waste time and let's go. So what is the Leper? The Leper can be only played from position number 1 or 2. He is probably the strongest wanderer class in the game, and he is probably the best hero without hero shrine upgrades. So his first 5 skills are probably the best and most valid in the game. One of the best early game heroes. What Leper does, he deals tremendous amount of damage, huge crits, self-heals, self-stress heals, as well as huge non-stop taunts. Extremely tanky hero, extremely reliable. The best quirks on a Leper would be quirks that give armor up and, of course, crit chance. Now let's go to subclasses. The first one would be damage dealing Leper, or better to say Tempest. So there are a few ways to play Tempest. The main point for you is to be the damage dealer, but there are few ways how you can reallocate these skills. Tempest, even though he has minus 25% maximum HP, is actually extremely tanky. That means that the entire Leper is extremely tanky when its squishier subclass is very tanky. He's good enough on a first map with those starting skills: Chop to deal damage, Purge to clear corpses, Withstand to get armor up and taunt, Solemnity and Reflection to clear stress and heal up, as well as remove blind. If you got a character that's gonna remove corpses, you're gonna switch Purge for Intimidate. And that would be while the mapping lasts on a Tempest. Once you reach the boss, you will need to change for Ruin, and this is how you'll play Tempest. Now, how to play Leper? Very simple. On the first round, you will always down. On a second round, if you got combo on enemies to ignore your blind, you will use Chop. If not, you will use Reflection, and then you will use Chop. For the bosses, you'll just click on Ruin, and that's it. If someone clears corpses, you are on a map as a Tempest, you do not need Ruin, you can profit out of Intimidate, and this is how you play. So, no corpse clear, this is the build for the Tempest. Corpse clear in the team, this is the build for the Tempest. You arrive at the boss, this is the build for Tempest. Very simple to understand. Leveling up, you only need Withstand, Chop, and then Solemnity. You're good to go. The next subclass for the Leper would be Poet, aka full freaking tank, probably the biggest tank in the game. So how do we play Poet? Poet goes on spot number 1. He cannot be stunned, he cannot be shuffled and moved by enemies. His heals are absolutely OP, they fill up the entire HP bar, and that's the main strength of the Poet. What's Poet and how you play Poet? Very simple. You're gonna level up Withstand, and you're gonna level up Intimidate, and you're gonna spam this two non-stop. Once you get low, you go with Solemnity, and you're good to go. That's how it is, non-stop double taunts on a Leper. If he comes with a quirk that gives armor, or if you get some trinkets that gonna provide him armor, this is literally indestructible subclass of a Leper, undying hero. Also for the Poet, if you don't have anyone to clear corpses, you're gonna exchange Chop for the Purge, and this is how you play without corpse clear. If you got corpse clear, you switch to Chop, or you can even go to Break. The last subclass for the Leper would be the Monarch. Monarch is definitely my favorite hero in the game. Absolutely crazy good against cosmic enemies. All bosses, main chapter confession bosses, are cosmic enemies. Every hardest encounter in the game before you finish the map are cosmic enemies. This is the Leper that doesn't deal damage to a single enemy but cosmics. Okay, there are 9-10 types of enemies in the game. How is Monarch played? You tank up and soak up damage during the entire map, then you just switch to 1 damage spell against cosmic enemies. When you want to finish up the map, he's gonna burst like crazy. He gains a 50% maximum HP against cosmic enemies, speed, and the Chop will deal 100% more damage. Absolutely broken. And the best subclass for the Leper. Now, how do we play Monarch? very simple. If you got corpse clear in your team, you're gonna play with Hue, and you're gonna have withstand, solemnity, intimidate, and reflection. You level up these two to the max, alright? So you can taunt up with armor, upgraded armor, and you can taunt up also and remove stealth from enemies. Once you're done with this two, you're gonna upgrade solemnity and chop. Once you arrive at the end of the map to fight cosmic enemies, or when you arrive at a confession boss, all you need to do is switch Hue for chop and switch intimidate for ruin, and you're good to go. Then Monarch deals the most damage in the game. Basically, when he crits, it's bloody OP, because ruin can go all the way up to 180% damage. If you crit on 180% damage with a chop, imagine the numbers of damage on the Monarch Leper. From the lowest damage in the game to highest damage in the game. That's how strong Monarch is. The main point about the Leper, if you noticed, is that you'll need to switch skills along the way. There are mapping skills, there are cosmic enemies skills, there's the damage skills and the taunting skills. You need to know what enemy you'll fight next and how you'll adapt every time before the combat starts. All in all, Leper is absolutely insane class. I got a lot of runs with the Leper, you can check them out on my YouTube channel. I got all subclasses runs on both Radiant and Infernal Torch. If you have any problems, you can easily check it out and learn how to play the Leper properly. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.